Hello everyone, this is your weather on the fly outlook and discussion for Friday, June 5, 2026. Update concerning convective outlook days 4 to 8. Valid for Monday, June 8 through Friday, June 12, 2026. On Monday, Ensemble mean and deterministic model solutions are in generally good agreement in the progression of a lead shortwave trough into central Canada, ahead of an upstream trough evolving along the west coast. That pattern evolution will result in rising mid-level heights across the northern and central high plains. At the surface, a cold front initially from the North Dakota-Minnesota Red River Valley into the central high plains will weaken through the day in response to falling pressures over the Rockies. A reservoir of strong instability is forecast to the south of the decaying front across lower elevations of Kansas and Oklahoma into western Missouri. There is some model signal for early day storms over Nebraska to grow upscale into a mesoscale convective system while moving through the Ozarks. Additional diurnally enhanced storms also appear possible across the central high plains. The mesoscale convective system scenario will be contingent on mesoscale processes not readily evident at this time, while the high plain storms may be fairly isolated, and as such, no delineation areas will be highlighted at this time. On Tuesday, the ensemble mean solutions are in relatively good agreement in the continued amplification of the mid-level trough over the western U.S., with strengthening southwest flow aloft overspreading the northern high plains. The deterministic models indicate a shortwave trough and associated mid-level jet streak moving from the trough base into the northern and central high plains Tuesday night. At the surface, there is good ensemble clustering and a deepeningly cyclone over the northern high plains, with that feature moving into the Dakotas by Wednesday morning. That cyclone will be attended by a cold or Pacific front moving out of the northern Rockies. The model suggests that ample instability will reside ahead of the surface low and frontal system, with strengthening vertical shear contributing to the potential for an organized severe weather episode over parts of the northern plains Tuesday afternoon into night. On Wednesday, the ensembles indicate the primary trough axis across the northern Intermountain region into the Sierra Nevada or Great Basin, with some indication at a lower amplitude disturbance moving through the northern plains. That notion is generally supported by the deterministic models, which indicate a vorticity maximum and associated jet streak translating through the northern and central plains, downstream from the primary trough axis. At the surface, ensemble member low pressure plots indicate the northern plain surface low developing northeast into Manitoba, with a trailing cold front pushing east through the northern and central plains toward the upper Mississippi Valley. Model guidance is suggested that strong instability will coincide with more than sufficient vertical shear for supercells, with the overall pattern indicative of a regional severe weather event across the eastern Dakotas into Minnesota, and potentially into the mid-Missouri Valley. On Thursday, the ensemble mean solutions indicate broad troughing from the interior west into the northern plains. The deterministic solutions begin to vary more significantly in the trough configuration. However, all maintain strong mid-level flow from the central high plains into the upper Mississippi Valley. At the surface, there is larger ensemble member spread in surface low position, though the general consensus suggests one cyclone in southern Manitoba or northwest Ontario, and a secondary low over the central high plains. Both lows would be connected by a southwest to northeast oriented boundary. There is some model indication that the strongest mid-level flow enforcing for ascent will remain displaced to the west-northwest of the effective warm sector. Given that uncertainty, no delineation areas will be included in this outlook. On Friday, the ensemble suggests that a low-amplitude disturbance will traverse the north-central U.S., with upstream troughing lingering across the interior west. In contrast, a number of the deterministic models indicate a relatively deep, closed low moving through the northern plains and upper Mississippi Valley. In the low levels, there is considerable spread in the position of any surface lows and associated frontal systems, limiting confidence in the location of any severe weather threat. Be sure to share, like and subscribe for the latest Storm Prediction Center outlooks.